Welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez. And do you believe in love after love? Yeah, I know that ain't the Cher lyric. It is what it is what I'm saying, because we're talking about love after divorce. How difficult is it? And is it easy to divorce again? Oh, we're gonna talk about it. But first, I'm going to the bar because my guy, Jesse James, is here.
Here you are.
What is this?
That is a Edo Cherry Limeade from our friends down at Edo Vodka.
This is strong.
Excellent.
You need to join us on the couch.
Let's do it.
So come on. All right, everybody else is ready to discuss, because is love after divorce possible? I bet it is. Let's get into it.
Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
All right, let's talk to my experts, shall we? Just kidding, they're my friends, they're my friends. We've got a brave couple who are both here. We've got Nate and Chaka Howard in the building. We've got my friend Jesse James. And we've got Cindy Burbano. All right, before we dive into love after divorce, I've got a little video for us to watch to kick things off. Let's check it out.
I'm glad my husband was married before me. Let me tell you why. Me and my husband met and were engaged 4 weeks after we met. We were married 5 months after that, which means from the time we met to the time I walked down the aisle was 6 months. That's not a long time. I had been divorced. I got divorced in end of 2016, beginning of 2017. Many years had passed. I had an abusive relationship, blah, blah, blah. But I knew what it meant to be married. I knew how hard divorce was. And so when this person that I met, who I knew without a shadow of a doubt was my soulmate, was so quick to commit, it actually made me feel better that he had been divorced, because he knew how shitty it was to get divorced. He understands what marriage takes and how hard it is to let it all go in divorce. So knowing that he knew the full scope of what he was getting into actually put me at ease. And he went to therapy. Green flag. What do you think?
All right, what are we thinking? Okay, a lot of nods, Cindy, you seem questionable though.
No, that's my situation. Oh. So my new fiance, on the third now.
You held up a whole hand. That was 5.
Oh. No, right. Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. But the other 2 don't count. No, I was kidding. No, he also was divorced. As myself, I've been divorced twice for different reasons. I married young, etc. But I agree. I think that when you have a couple that have already been through the good and also through a bad divorce, or just divorce in general, and when you meet, you already know. You know what you're looking for. You know what you don't want. What makes each other happy. What you're willing to compromise, and what your negotiables and your non-negotiables. And so I agree with her. I think it's not a bad thing that they were divorced, because they've already lived that experience of like the fun. Oh yeah, it sounds so great. Marriage is the hardest thing you'll ever do.
Yeah.
I disagree a little bit, because I feel like she was saying, like, I don't know, the fear of divorce is the incentive to stay together. That's what it felt like she's saying to me. We both know how scary this is, and it's like, I don't want to be with you because we're both scared of divorce. I want to be with you because I love you and I want to be happy.
Yeah. Right.
Everything else I agree with.
Thank you.
Figuring out, figuring out what you do want, what you don't want in a relationship, and also learning how a marriage works, because that's something I wasn't ready for the first time at all.
You don't know what you get yourself into.
Clue.
Nobody really tells you what it's about.
No, and I made so many mistakes early on that, caused cracks that formed to be bigger later. And so now in my second marriage, I know not to make those mistakes early on.
Right.
So it's made everything a lot easier.
How old were you in your first marriage?
26.
26.
26 in my first. So not super young, but I was a very immature 26-year-old. I mean, I'm a very immature 37-year-old. So I was kind of younger mentally, and I definitely was not ready for it at all.
Yeah. All right, Chaka, Nate, the couple here, what are your thoughts on what she said?
I'm kind of indifferent. Like, there are some points that I do agree on. The part that I kind of like you said, like, it's just like, I want you to marry me because you love me. But one thing that I do notice, like a lot of my girlfriends who are single, and when they're like, oh, I met this guy, when they say he's never been married or never been in a committed relationship, those are red flags.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's good. So so I always like when someone has been married or something like that. But the only thing that got me with her, like 6 months, that's still a little too soon, because I feel like you don't know.
Oh yeah, but you don't know about Cindy. How long
when you're a certain age, it does get better. But still, like we've been together for 9 years, and sometimes I'm like, who are you? I'm just saying, like, sometimes you don't. I just feel like we don't have to rush too soon, but I do prefer someone has been in a relationship before, preferably married or widowed.
Even that for like widows or something?
There may be. If not, we need to get into that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's talk after. Let's talk after.
All right, Nate, what are your thoughts on all this?
Yeah, you know, for me,
Chaka's number.
she's number 3.
She's number 3. Okay, so you got
She
some.
is number 3.
Another
Two Divorce
expert.
Club.
Lucky.
Yeah. You know, it was, for me, it was really going to take a certain someone for me to get married again.
Yeah.
You know, I told a friend of mine, if I ever said I was getting married again, I'd bring this finger to her and she could chop it off. Like I was done after that second one.
Is that a prosthetic?
No, it's real. I decided to keep
That's
it.
the thing. That's the thing you were gonna have her
Yeah,
cut off.
yeah,
You tried to get married.
But yeah, you know, it was really going to take someone special, and you know, and it did. So
Chaka, yeah, y'all have been together, what now?
we'll
9
be
years?
married 9 years in October. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Chaka doesn't remember that date.
No.
I've already been saying 9.
So how long did it take for you to realize, oh, this is the someone special who can change my mind?
You know, it didn't take long.
Was it a 6-month thing, like the TikTok?
I mean, I would say I probably knew within 6 months.
I think men know, and I think,
Yeah.
I mean, really, they know when it's the one. Like with my fiance, he was like, by the 3rd month, I knew I was going to give you a ring. And then my parents, they met, and 3 months later, they married. They've been married for 55 years.
Wow.
It just when you know, you know.
Yeah. I knew. I seriously knew within days of meeting Morgan, of meeting my
There you
second
go.
wife. I mean, I knew immediately, and within
Wow.
3 months, I was positive, and I told her too. And I was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I just want you to know at this point, I'm going to approach everything differently because this is how I feel about it. And if you feel the same way, I think we need to start taking this a lot more serious." And it actually, you know, that conversation was great because it did change the whole direction of our relationship from just something fun and exciting to like, we are in this now and we're
Yeah.
going to do this together.
Building a partnership
Yeah,
together.
absolutely.
All right,
Was it
well,
really?
coming up next, we all have kids here.
Yes.
do.
Oh,
Yeah.
and they play a role, right? When you start bringing somebody else into the relationship. So coming up next, we're going to talk about remarriage when kids are involved. So stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about love after divorce and how difficult it is. We've got my friends Nate Howard and Chaka Howard. We've got Jesse James and Cindy Burbano. And we're just starting to talk about how kids play a huge factor in when you bring somebody new into your life, right? And we have a wonderful TikTok to look at and then get into the conversation. Let's check it out.
I was separated from my first marriage. I had 4 kids already, and I was like, no way am I doing that again. No way. You know, I was almost 40, and I was like, I already have my responsibilities. I'm taking care of them, this and that. I'm not, you know, I know she's young. She was young, so there's no way you would get serious and maybe married to someone that young without having more kids. And I was like, there's no way. Which is so silly because now I have twice what I had.
I love how he thought he was only going to have 4 and now he's got 8. Like, what? All right, so obviously that is a huge factor. It was like once you've had enough kids, you're like, I don't need more. So that plays a factor in if you have somebody new who hasn't had kids, right? You have to think about that.
Yeah.
But even just bringing somebody new in to introduce to your children, that's tough. Or dating somebody who has children. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, for me, I feel kind of proud that I was divorced for 6 years before I brought somebody to meet my daughter. So Chloe only met my fiance. She knows the dad, has never met anybody else. Obviously, I dated, I did my thing, but it was never, no one serious. So I'm glad I did that. I never wanted to give her that example of like, today is John, then it's Peter, and I remember all these boyfriends that mom had growing up or something like that. So I kept that very separate, and I'm kind of proud of that. And I'm also glad that they both get along. I think if they didn't have that really tight connection, I'm not sure if I would have been able to go through or like go with this marriage because she will always be priority.
Right.
Yeah, so it's important for them to also get along as much as my relationship with him. But he doesn't have any kids, which is a good thing. Because I didn't have to do that.
But hold on, does he want kids?
Yes, and that's a conversation that him and I have had because there's also a difference in age. He's younger than me, and I'm older, and so I feel like that is, I was like him, there's no way I'm having more kids. I have my daughter, I'm good, that's it, I'm done. But now it's something that I am contemplating.
And this is it. This is your announcement?
And so I'm pregnant. I want everybody to know, baby, love you.
Cindy, when
pregnant with nothing, baby.
when you're dating before it gets serious, at what point do you tell people you have kids?
From the very beginning.
You do?
From the very beginning.
Is that what you do too?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
There is no hiding. It's
Even
like
if
women.
it's even if it's
really
just a
have to.
hookup, if it's a it's a fling and everything,
I would
you tell them
never
right
just
from
do
the
a
get-go.
hookup. Who are you?
You know.
But from the very beginning, it's like, hi, you know, what do you do this and
Gotcha.
because she's part of my life. So I have my
Gotcha.
daughter. She's this old, this very beginning. And if it's
Definitely.
something that you don't want, then I don't need you. Don't waste my time.
For sure.
And in
Yeah.
relationships, you have to set your expectations. So if you're going in not telling the truth, and
sure.
suppose he don't want anything, because we're not dating for a hookup.
Yeah,
at the
exactly.
time. You know, we're
Yeah.
dating for a relationship. So
Yeah.
if you're not being upfront,
Jesse, are you telling us that you weren't up front?
No, what they're talking about, absolutely, in a relationship, but I feel differently than them about hookups, and so that's a whole different conversation.
That's a whole different
For anything
conversation. We're
casual-
talking about
for
marriage.
anything casual, I would never bring my daughter into that subject at all until it becomes
So they
something
would
serious.
never-
We don't. If they ask, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, okay.
If it comes up, hey, I have a kid. Oh, I have a kid. Or if, what are you doing tomorrow? Oh,
So
I'm
when
taking
did you
my
tell your
daughter to
current
do
wife?
something. Oh, I told her pretty close to the beginning. She knew I had a daughter the second time we ever hung out.
Right.
Oh,
Because I was looking at pictures of her on my phone, and she's like, "What are you looking at pictures of?" And I was like, "This goofy-looking thing." My daughter.
Yeah, it's your daughter, not some random chick. That's good.
Somebody. Well, it'd be a lot weirder if it was someone else's daughter on my phone.
That would definitely
Not good.
What are you looking at? My friend's
you
daughter.
wouldn't be at number two.
All right, Nate and Chaka, did you guys have kids before you were together?
Yeah.
We both had two, and they were teenagers when we met, and I was like my man. I wanted no part of any future kids, and we were in pretty much agreement about that.
Okay.
We've went back and forth over the years. Do we? Don't we? But for the most part, we were in agreement that we didn't want any more.
Okay,
And,
so.
And then like sharing the kids, that was like a hard part for me because my mom she just never was in a relationship ever, and I was like mean whenever she brought a guy around because she never really brought any around, and she was so I wonder, does it really matter hearing, you know,
This
like
is hearing
I
from
don't
the
know.
child's perspective
Yeah,
of like when you
exactly.
saw like if I brought somebody in, let's say Chloe would be like upset or something, but
Right.
that was you. You would-
Exactly, because I felt like she kept it as such a secret.
So you were
and,
blocking your mom.
Yeah, and I was blocking my mom, and I was being so mean.
Oh, that's
So
it.
You
What's
were
your mom's name?
bleep blocking.
Patricia, if you want to come on the show, my love, we can talk about it, okay? We can talk about this.
But and it also goes back when you're looking to date, be careful with your kids because your
Oh,
kids will
absolutely.
play you. They will have you single. You know, because I remember the
She
one
had her
guy she
mom
dated.
single.
No, she dated a
She's
guy
still
for a long
single.
time. He was really nice, and I was
Wow.
just so mean. And I think she took too much of my side, and it didn't work out. And I feel like I was the problem.
You were the
you know,
cock blocker.
and she shouldn't have. You know, of course you want to have your kid back. I feel like long as that person isn't beating them or molesting
Right,
them, of
right,
course,
right, right.
Of course,
you
of
have your
course.
kid back. But he
You were
was
being
fine.
silly.
I
My
was mean.
my stepmom must have been a saint because I put them through the ringer when they were dating.
And they stayed
stuck
together?
Oh yeah, they stuck it out. But my dad knew the balance of what I was doing wrong and how to play both sides of the fence,
Right.
how to be a father to me, but also be a loyal partner to his wife, and he
Did he
balanced that
correct
really
you?
well. My dad was. He would mostly just ignore things until they calmed down, which works a lot. I mean, just wait with patience until people work their own stuff out. That's what he would do most of the time.
Got it.
But yeah, if I was outright disrespectful, he would definitely correct that behavior for sure.
Okay.
Okay, no,
And
no
at the same
disrespect.
time,
That helps.
but at
No
the same
disrespect.
time, he would defend me to my stepmom while correcting my own behavior, so that
Got
both
it.
people had a perspective of the whole situation.
Oh,
I
that's a
feel
beautiful
like.
thing.
Yeah, that is.
Definitely.
Yeah, that is.
All right, y'all ready for game night?
Yay!
do it.
All right, coming up next, we're going to see if my friends know how many times these celebrities have been married. Stay right there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about love after divorce, and it's possible, right, folks?
Yes, it is.
But it is time for what?
Game night!
All right, so I'm gonna name a celebrity and you tell me how many times they have been married, all right?
I mean, come on now.
First up, Jennifer Lopez.
She's going on 5.
4.
Three.
I'm guessing 4. 4, maybe 5.
Baseball
Okay,
player.
hold on.
Yeah.
Wait.
All right, hold
No,
on.
just twice. Just married twice.
Okay, Chaka says 2.
I'm going 3.
Okay.
Nate says 3.
4.
I'm gonna say 4.
4. Okay, and then 2 for 4. Here we
Wait,
go.
wait.
Wait.
This one.
Are we playing Prices
this
Right
one.
rules?
Ben
This
Affleck,
Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony.
Oh yeah, fine.
Yeah,
4.
two.
4.
Four?
4.
She was
4.
in a lot of relationships.
4.
Okay, let's see. 4 times. All right.
I just
Cindy
interviewed
and
her
Jesse.
first husband too.
Oh, okay.
Who was your first
Okay,
husband?
Noah. He used to be a
Oh.
waiter.
Oh, that's why.
He used to be a waiter.
All right, next up we have Nicholas Cage.
Oh, I don't know. 2.
I couldn't even name
yeah.
one
I
of
would
his
say,
I would say
I'm
2.
gonna say 3.
Okay.
I'm going to say 1.
I'm going to say 2.
I said 2.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know why.
1, 2, or 3.
Ooh!
4.
Really?
Oh my
Look
God,
at
are
his
these all
face.
gonna end up being 4?
Okay.
All right. Let's see, last one. Ooh,
Oh,
Elizabeth Taylor.
I know.
Is
She
it
was like
7?
7 or 8.
I'm guessing 7.
7.
I would
I
say
think
it
it
was
was
7. 7.
Yeah.
Listen, I've got
7.
my Florida director Phil just doing this. It's 7. It's 7.
It's 7.
All right, let's see. I know one of them she was married.
Oh, you were right. You said 7 or 8.
Oh, 7 or 8.
Phil led me
Almost said 8
astray.
just to go
7 or 8.
Can you imagine?
Wow. Yeah.
That's
How many times did
insane.
she marry Robert? Like 4 times?
She must
No
really love
desire.
divorce.
Twice?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is she signing prenups in these,
I
or
hope
is she
so.
getting half
Or
of
she's just
everything?
losing half. Yeah, exactly.
I don't think they did all that back then. It's probably why.
Would y'all just stay clear of celebrities that have been known to get married and divorced a billion
for
times?
sure.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, no.
It just sounds like
Like a hobby.
Yeah.
A hobby. That's what they're doing.
Because look at
Getting
Britney
married for
Spears.
sport,
She's getting
yeah.
up there.
That's a
You know, it's just like it's being it's pattern at this point. Like if you're getting all these divorces, it's time to look at.
okay. So at what point
Yeah.
would you not marry someone who has like what is the number of divorces that you're like something's wrong with you as opposed to
Apparently it's not 2.
And it's not,
Apparently it's not 2.
it's not 3. 4 and above. 4 and above.
How many divorces am I at the point? Am I still only at 1 or 2 divorces? Because I'm going to be more lenient if I have more divorces.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
I'm with
Definitely,
you. Because
yeah,
I
yeah.
would say no more than 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Jesse, we got to drink to this, baby.
Yeah,
You got to show me how to
definitely.
make this because
Let's do it.
the experts on the couch, the Howards and Cindy Bourbon, are already done with
We're
their
talking
Edo
love and
cherry
divorce.
limeade. All right, so coming up next, me and Jesse are going behind the bar to blend this up. I'll be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We're done talking about love and divorce, baby, because I'm behind the bar now with my guy, Jesse James, who's here to do
Going
what?
on. Back that glass up.
Ow! All right, you know who's not getting a divorce?
Who?
The cherry in the line.
The cherry in the wine. That's the joke she told you to do? You both should be fired for that joke. I need you to understand that. That's unacceptable.
My line delivery was trash. Hers was great. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
I did
have her come out here and do it.
Yeah, Javi, you're gonna have to come out and do it.
Oh.
I did not do it justice. All right, come on.
Okay.
How do we blend things?
All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do equal parts fresh lime juice that you can make at home using lime, sugar, and water. Super easy.
Easy peasy. I love it.
And then I like to use
Freshly squeezed is what
freshly
I'm seeing.
squeezed
Because I see a little
lime.
bit of pulp in there. Mm-hmm. And it is such a refreshing drink. I mean, I don't know if y'all at home saw the couch. My guest had empty glasses.
And then I use the actual juice from the maraschino cherries. Instead of using like a grenadine or something, I will use the actual juice.
And
Equal
it's a
parts for
cherry.
cherries. Yeah.
Equal parts or
Equal parts for cherries. So for every time I measure out the lime juice, I put the same amount in cherries. And cherry
Okay,
juice.
gotcha.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
And then I like to do equal parts vodka, but that's probably a little strong for some
This is
people.
such an easy drink.
So I would do a regular shot of vodka per drink.
That seems like 2 shots to me is what you just poured. No?
Well, we're making 2 drinks right now.
Oh, you're
One
right,
for
you're
me
right.
and one for you. All right, now fill your glasses with ice.
Okay. Bada bing.
I just wanted to do everything I could that's super noisy for you.
I love it. Noise.
All right.
ASMR.
ASMR. Pop those in there, right? Mm-hmm. All right.
And then we're gonna use the Nightcap Bullet RX.
The Bullet RX, exclusive to Nightcap. All right, do you want to do the honors?
Sure, what do I do?
You just push that one. Sorry, that almost never happens to me.
That was premature, yeah. Sure.
Awesome, all right.
Well, that was quick. Easy
It's
peasy.
super quick, right? So now we've got our mix. We've got our cherry and lime and vodka juice.
That's beautiful.
And then we are gonna top it with lime soda from H-E-B. I like the Mi Tiendas because they are colorful and flavorful.
Oh yes, this is summertime. Fun.
Excellent, and that's everything.
Cool. Do we garnish with a?
Definitely want a lime wheel.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, and me too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Bada bing, bada boom. This is delicious. Oh, that's
Hey!
for the refill.
Let's go. Yeah. Here. This.
Hold on,
There
before
you
we
go.
wrap,
That's
do we
all
believe
you.
in love after love?
Yes.
And you can believe it at home too, all right? Cheers to y'all and cheers to y'all. We'll see you guys next time.
That's all really good.